Hello everyone, it is week 22B of our 2025 CSA season. One quick announcement, early bird registration for next year opens up Saturday morning. So please make sure you are reading all of your emails that are sent, all of the information is in there, and then get online come Saturday morning. Early bird registration will run from Saturday through, I think it's about 2 weeks long. So you don't have to get on right away if you're not free on Saturday, but if you want a lot of the add-ons, make sure you hop on and get that done on Saturday. Stay tuned for more information about all of the different add-ons, all of the pricing, all of that information is in your emails. So make sure you're reading that extensively. Jumping right into this week's share, we have beets. Beets are stored in the crisper drawer of your fridge or throw them in a Ziploc bag and put them in the fridge. Pretty sure that I'm going to put these in this week's recipe if my idea pans out. Beets are really good raw or cooked. They're amazing pickled. Pickling them is a great way to preserve them. They're stored in the fridge. You can slice them, you can chop them up, you can shred them. So thinly sliced or shredded on a salad, just raw, is delicious. Pickling them, you can cube them, you can slice them, you can also shred them. Cooking them, you can boil them, you can actually grill them, and you can roast them. So lots of options there. We have sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are stored in a cool, dry place. Once you're ready to use them, you can slice them up and grill them. You can peel them, chop them up, and do like a sheet pan roasted potato. You can boil them and mash them. You can combine them with potatoes. So I've done that where I've just done a big root vegetable sheet pan, roasted vegetable side. And that's great for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So an option there, but stored in a cool, dry place. We have escarole. Escarole is gonna be stored in the fridge. Throw it in a Debbie Meyer green bag. Once you're ready to use it, rinse it off. You can chop it up and use it raw. There's an amazing salad. Don't remember what I called it, but it's basically escarole, apples, dates. I think those are the main ingredients within a fantastic dressing. It really showcases the escarole and it's fantastic. So if you haven't tried that, make sure you tried that recipe. Escarole is also great sauteed, and it's also amazing in soups. So you can chop it up and add it to soups. We have sweet peppers. Sounds like this will be the last week we're getting sweet peppers, so enjoy them while you have them. I know we've been getting quite a few of them. Great, just chopped up as a snack, added to salads. Obviously the color is amazing, so it adds a nice color to any dish that you're gonna use it with. Our sausage scallopini recipe uses a lot of sweet peppers, and the sheet pan fajita recipe uses a lot of sweet peppers. So take a look at those if you haven't made those, and you can actually double those recipes and freeze or preserve half of it, or send off. I often double those recipes and send some meals off to my 2 college kids. What else? You can do roasted sweet peppers, and if you have not tried the sweet pepper sauce from this season, that was a recipe a few weeks ago. That's amazing. We got to pick 4 hot peppers. Hot peppers are used as a, basically to add heat to a recipe. So chop them up and use them as is, adding heat to like a salsa, a sauce, chilies, any dish that you want heat to. Hot pepper honey is one that I often make. I just had a sourdough pizza last week that had jalapenos sliced on top with a drizzle of hot pepper honey. It was fantastic. So we're gonna make that this weekend, actually try to mock that. I had it at a restaurant, so I'm gonna try to make that same type of dish, using the red pepper sauce and then some fresh jalapenos and some hot pepper honey. So it uses a lot of the things from our meal. You can chop these up and freeze them. You can make hot sauce. If you remove the membranes and the seeds, you're gonna get less heat in your dish. We have acorn squash. Acorn squash is stored in a cool, dry place. Once you're ready to use it, typically you chop it in half, scoop out those seeds, and then roast it. You can also chop it into rings and roast it that way. Obviously, the smaller the ring, the less time it takes to cook, but typically roasted. You can chop it up and boil it too, but roasting kind of brings out that yummy fall flavor. Spinach. Spinach is stored in the fridge just like this. Don't touch it until you're ready to use it. Once you're ready to use it, rinse it off. You can lightly dress it and just serve it as a side. You can saute it just with a simple onion and garlic and use that as a side dish. You can do a quick blanch and make green cubes. What else? Add it to smoothies. I like eating it just like this as a side. It's delicious. Farm spinach is amazing. We have scallions. Scallions are stored in the fridge just like this in a Debbie Meyer green bag. I have some long ones that it fits in. We've been getting a lot of scallions, light onion flavor, so they're gonna add an oniony flavor to any dish. You can chop them and put them on top of salads. You can chop them and put them on top of like rice bowls. Chop them and add them to a stir fry. You can dehydrate them, which is something that I've been doing because we get so many that I can't use them all. So I dehydrate them and preserve them, and they're amazing in soups. So anytime you want an oniony flavor, it's a light onion flavor, so you can add more if you want a heavier onion flavor to the dish that you're making. Okay, 3 more items. We have napa cabbage. Napa cabbage is stored in the fridge. I throw it in a Debbie Meyer green bag, stored in the fridge. Napa cabbage is a light cabbage flavor. It's really good chopped up and served raw, or you can do a simple saute with onions and garlic. Radishes. Radishes, the very first thing you want to do is chop off the bottoms, take the bottoms and store them in a separate bag. Your bottoms can be used for, you can thinly slice them and serve them with salad, or serve them on like a charcuterie board or something like that. You can pickle them. You can chop them up and use them in like a salsa or a pico de gallo. You can roast them. So if you don't like radishes, then chop them up and try to roast them. It changes the flavor, gives them a different flavor profile. So that's a fun way to use them. The tops you're gonna store separately in a Debbie Meyer green bag in the fridge. You can chop them up and eat them raw. Most often they're sauteed. If you don't wanna use them, throw them in your veggie scrap bag in your freezer and use them for veggie broth once you have enough veggie scraps saved up. Last but not least, we have kale. Kale stored in a Debbie Meyer green bag, stored in the fridge. Once you're ready to use it, rinse it off, remove the kale leaves from the stems, that hard inner stem. You can make kale chips. You can use it raw in salads. You can saute it down. I know I've done a chopped kale salad. This may be showcased in this week's recipe, so stay tuned for that, possibly on Thursday. But easy, just simple saute with any of our greens. That's an easy way to use it. That is it for this week. Remember, early bird registration begins on Saturday, and I will see you guys again on Tuesday.